So today, Yoga Challenge 20 days, day 6, we're gonna do mostly twist and stretch. So here on the twist is really good to compress and decompress your whole spine, especially targeting the lower back. So it's really good, especially if you spend long hours seated throughout the day, or just if you have really chronic lower back pain. And then the stretch, as usual, don't overstretch. You just do it here your own level, so you don't push too much. You just allow your whole body to simply rest into the pose, and always using long deep breaths on any pose. So yes, the breath is gonna help you a lot. So it's not so much about going really far, but mostly about finding this nice comfortable edge into the pose. So if you guys are ready, let's all meet into a cross-legged pose. So here for today, for the cross-legged pose, we're not gonna do the usual cross-legged where both feet are below, but let's try to put the left leg just in front of you, and the right one, let's come with the right, we're gonna switch afterwards, just in front of you. So you can have more the shin bone going a little bit forward. So it will basically look like this. If you don't have the same hip mobility at me, it might look like that, but you have kind of the 2 feet close together. So not crossed, but in front of the other one. Hope it's clear. Make sure to find the 2 sit bones. You can scoop the hip back a little bit. And once you have the 2 sit bones, you can sit nice and tall. Imagine that you have a thread coming out of your crown, and simply relax here the hand on the knees. You can completely relax the shoulder, soften your face muscle. And let's take a few deep breaths together. Big ocean breath. Taking a long deep inhalation through the nose, filling your lungs. And exhale out, let it go. And again, deep breath in through the nose. And big ocean breath through the nose again. So here on the ocean breath, you kind of want to make this tiny nose from the deep of your throat, like the wave crashing down the shore. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in through the nose. And long exhale out. This is super useful on every stretch pose. Let's continue. Deep breath in. And long exhale out. Now you can bring the 2 hands to the heart space. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly bow down your head. Namaste everyone, and welcome for today's practice. Let's start here by bringing the 2 hands in front of you on the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, gently moving the hands forward. So here doing just your own level. Maybe you want to bring the elbows on the mat, otherwise you can simply stay here. Make sure to simply drop here the head a little bit closer. It's completely fine if you're on the spine. Just finding a nice stretch here to the right back outer hip. Good, few more deep breaths. Just allow the weight on your chest and the head doing all the work here. Don't overstretch it. Nice, keep on breathing. And as you inhale, gently walking yourself back up. Now bringing the left hand to the right knee and the right hand here on the back. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, so pull up from the crown. And as you exhale, gentle twist, sending the right hip all the way to the back. Good, another deep breath. And as you inhale, coming back to the center, we're gonna move here the right knee to the same line of the hip, and here you have the right shin bone completely parallel to the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, gently move the hand to the back a little bit more. So maybe you can stay here, maybe you can drop all the way to the elbow, doesn't matter. What it matters is that you pull the right hip to the back a little bit more, so you find a really nice stretch here to the hip flexor and to the inner hip. So here the right shin bone is parallel, the knee is to the same line of the hip, and pressing the right hip all the way down. Another deep breath here. And as you inhale, slowly press yourself back up, bringing the right foot just in front of you. Let's bring here the left knee more into the center of the mat. So here you can cross the foot by the side of the knee. So here you find kind of a twist on the leg. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, the left arm is gonna hug the leg, rolling the right shoulder to the back to a gentle Matyendrasana, Lord of Fish pose. Inhale as you lengthen, pulling the spine up. And exhale as you twist, sending the right shoulder a little bit more to the back. Good, keep on breathing. Make sure to slightly use the core, to engage the core here to hold the chest. And as you exhale, gently coming back to the center, let's release the leg and come to the left side. So here, the right foot comes a little bit closer, and the left foot comes forward. So you don't have the leg crossed. Once again, just one foot in front of the other one. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. And as you exhale again, walking yourself forward, just very gentle here. Make sure to ground the two sitting bones. It's okay if you round the spine. Maybe if you can drop the elbows. Otherwise, you can stay here and just allow the weight of the chest and the head doing the whole walk here. You can relax, you can close your eyes, you can use this big ocean breath. Keep on breathing again. Good. And as you inhale, slowly pressing yourself back up. This time the right hand is going to touch the left knee. Inhale as you pull the spine up. And as you exhale, gentle twist, left hand on the back, rolling the shoulder back. So keep on sitting nice and tall. Inhale as you pull the spine up. And exhale, twisting, looking above the left shoulder. Nice and long deep breath. And inhale, slowly coming back to the center. So here, moving the left knee by the same line of the hip, the left shin bone is completely parallel to the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, slowly walking the hands to the back. Make sure to really press the left hip all the way to the back to find a nice stretch here to the inner hip and inner thigh. Keep on breathing. So active leg. Keep on actively pressing the left hip as low as you can to find really the stretch here. Final deep breath. And as you inhale, slowly moving yourself back up. Let's bring the left sole of the foot forward. And then here the right knee a little bit more to the midline of the mat. So here the left foot can step by the side of the knee. Make sure to sit nice and tall. Inhale as you pull the spine up. And as you exhale, the right arm is going to hug the knee, rolling the left shoulder to the back, finding another twist. Lord of Fish pose, Matyendrasana. Nice. So make sure not to crush down, but rather keep on pulling the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, twisting a little bit more. Good. And as you exhale, slowly release. You can release the leg and coming straight into tabletop here, bringing the two knees right under the hips and the two hands right below the shoulder. Ready for some co-cats at your own pace here. As you inhale, send the tailbone up, open up the chest and look up. And as you exhale, round the spine, taking the chin to the chest. Let's go again. Inhale, arch the back, look up, coming to your cow. And exhale to round, coming to your cat. Inhale, arch, looking up. And exhale, round. Just follow here your own breathing pace, linking the movement to your breath. A few more times. Adding some mobility here to your spine. Good, last one. And exhale, round. Good, coming back to neutral, and let's take our first downward facing dog by tucking the back toes, lifting the knees up, and then pressing the hips all the way up and back. Good, feel free to walk on the spot. Walking your dog over there feels really good. So here you can find quite a lot of tension to the back of the legs, but that's completely fine. Take your time to loosen up, maybe turning the heels side to side. Good, keep on breathing. Just allow the head to completely drop, maybe shaking the head, yes and no, side by side. Good. And on the next inhale, gonna roll the spine all the way to your plank, making one line with your body. So squeezing here the glutes, squeezing your thighs, squeezing the legs, everything, pressing firmly down the mat. And as you exhale, upward facing dog. So here you can untuck the back toes and simply dropping the hips, but just hovering the mat. So they are not touching the ground. Make sure to roll the shoulder back here, pressing the heart forward. And exhale, downward facing dog, sending the hips all the way to the back. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to your high plank, coming forward, squeezing everything. Untuck the back toes, upward facing dog, just hovering the hips and rolling the shoulder back to lift up the chest, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good, you can walk again on the spot. Let's take the last one together. Inhale to your high plank. Good, untuck the toes for the upward facing dog, hovering the hips just above the mat. And then exhale, downward facing dog, very good. Everyone, you can keep on walking on the spot, just releasing any tension to the back of the legs and to your shoulders. Good. And on the next inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog, high in the air. Good. And as you exhale, you're gonna step in between the 2 hands, finding a low lunge, dropping the back knee and the back toes. Inhale as you lift up, and exhale, really melting the hips down. So quick check here on the low lunge. Make sure that the front knee is right above the ankle, shoulders completely relaxed away from the ears. And exhale, hands to the heart center, very good. Inhale, twisting to the right side, so the left elbow comes on the knee, pressing the 2 palms together to find a twist. So make sure to really lift up the chest so you have more space in between the belly and the thigh. Good, keep on breathing. Nice, finding a nice twist. And as you inhale, bringing the 2 hands back to the mat, you're gonna continue to pivot to the left side here, finding a side lunge to the front of the mat. And as you inhale, side lunge here to the back of the mat, flexing the right foot. Good. I'm just gonna mirror you on this one. And on the next inhale, coming to the middle of the mat, finding the 2 feet here parallel, finding a wide leg, intense stretch. Inhale, looking forward. And as you exhale, bending from the hips, you can bend the elbows, bringing the 2 hands on the mat. Good. So let here all the weight of the chest and the head completely drop. Keep on breathing. And inhale, halfway up, flat back, bring the right hand right underneath your gaze. And as you inhale, open up the left arm up, finding a twist. Good. Keep on shifting all the weight into the toes, even having a slight bend into the knees to protect the kneecap. Beautiful. And exhale, releasing. Left hand comes right underneath your gaze on the mat. And inhale, twisting to the right, open up the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Let's try to look towards the top fingertips here. Good. And as you exhale, slowly release, turning the right toes to the top of the mat. Finding here, nice, the 2 hands to the top of the mat. And let's take your flow. As you inhale, step back to your high plank. Exhale, lower down, maybe knees, chest, chin, maybe chaturanga. Inhale as you lift up the chest, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog all the way to the back. Keep on walking on the spot. Maybe you can already find quite a difference here to the back of the legs. So continue to breathe deeply as you move into your downward facing dog. Ready for the left? Nice, let's go. Inhale, left leg up, 3-legged dog, high in the air. Exhale, step in between the 2 hands. Nice, dropping the back knee and the back toes to find a low lunge. Inhale as you lift up the chest. And exhale, really melting the hips down. So let's pause here for a moment. Make sure the front knee is right above the ankle. And if the back knee hurts, you can slightly press on the top of the back foot just to remove some weight on the back knee. Shoulders relax. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale as you twist the chest to the left, so the right elbow comes on the knee, pressing the 2 palms together. Whoop, fell down. Pressing the palms together to find a twist. Nice, so make sure to lift up the chest to have more space in between the belly and the thigh. Good. Keep on breathing. Finding a nice deep stretch. On each exhalation, let's try to twist a little bit further, maybe just a few millimeters. Good. inhale back to the center. Exhale, 2 hands on the mat. Let's continue to pivot the chest to the right. Here to find a side lunge, you can flex the right leg. You can either use the hand on the mat, maybe to the heart space. And on the next inhale, let's go to the back. Inhale, bending here the right knee and straighten the left leg, flexing the foot. Very good. As you inhale, come back to the center. Let's pause here to the middle and find the 2 feet parallel to another wide leg inward stretch. This time, let's bring the 2 hands to the hip. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, so looking forward. And exhale, continue to fold forward, so tucking the belly button in, shifting all the weight into the toes. You can have a slight bend here into the knees. Nice. So not using the hand on the mat, make sure to roll the shoulder back, keeping the 2 hands on the hip for wide leg inward stretch. You can find the stretch all the way from the calf to the hamstring and into your inner thigh. Final deep breath. And inhale, slowly coming up. You can use again the hand on the mat, turning the left toes to the top of the mat and walk all the way forward, taking your Vinyasa at your own pace. Ready? Inhale, press back, high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog all the way to the back. Very good. Keep on walking. Let's reset here for a couple of breaths. Maybe you can find that your hamstrings are completely loosened up now into the down dog. And on the next inhale, slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat, halfway up to find length, and exhale as you fold. And inhale, reaching up, both arms up, and exhale, hands to the heart space, Namaste, mountain pose. How are you guys feeling? Hope you feel good. You can shake up the legs, shake up the arms by the side, completely let go. And on the next inhale, let's find a chair pose. Uttanasana. Inhale as you bend the 2 knees, melting like a candle, and reaching both arms up. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, melting a little bit lower. So be careful not to arch the back, but rather tucking here, pivot the pelvic inward. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, twisting to the right, so the left elbow comes on the knee like we did on a low lunge. Pressing the 2 palms together, lift up the chest. You can either stay here. Option to open up the 2 arms to deepen the twist. Nice. And then hands together again. Inhale back to the chair, reaching both arms up. And exhale, folding forward, Vatasana. Good, keep on breathing. On the next inhale, bend the 2 knees, right leg step back to warrior 1, so you can drop here the back heel, keep the front knee 90 degrees, and then lift up the chest. Exhale as you melt down. Very good. So nice and strong warrior. Make sure to really melt the hips down, shoulders relax, tucking the belly button in. And inhale, straighten the front leg. Let's bring both hands into the hip. Maybe close up a little bit more the feet, but make sure to turn the hips forward so they are facing the same direction as the shoulder. Let's go together, pyramid pose. Inhale as you lengthen, and as you exhale, let's start to slowly fold forward with your breath. Remember the ocean breath here. Inhale as you find length, so pulling the head forward, and exhale, continue to fold for a nice deep stretch all to the front leg. Good. Option 1, you can stay here. If you want to take a step further, option 2, revolve triangle. The right hand comes to the left side of the foot, and as you inhale, open up the left arm up, finding a twist. So this is really optional. It goes really deeper into the stretch of the leg. So this is really up to you. Either way, it's completely fine. Just keep on breathing. And exhale, slowly release. Let's come up to lift up the chest. Then bending the front knee back into a warrior 1. Very good. You can lengthen a little bit more the legs. And then let's interlock the finger on the back so you can straighten the arm and roll the shoulder blade. Inhale, lift up the chest. And exhale, humble warrior. Let's start leaning forward, so as far as you can. Imagine like someone's pulling you from the top of the crown until you can drop the chest and the head inside of the leg.
And as the chest comes down, you can slightly pull the two arms a little bit higher. Yes, deep stretch to the shoulder. Keep on squeezing the thigh, finding the power into your quad. Very good. Keep on breathing. Nice. Stay here to the humble warrior. Exhale, releasing the two hands on the mat. Right hand stay grounding on the mat. And as you inhale, lift up the left arm up. You can even lift the back heel up, finding another twist. One more. Good. Keep on breathing. And exhale as you release the hand back down. Ready to take your vinyasa. Step back here to your high plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, maybe chaturanga. Inhale, lift up the chest, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog all the way to the back. Good, you can walk again on the spot, release any tension you may hold into your neck or to your legs. Good, let's continue. Inhale, either walk or maybe hop here to the top of the mat. Halfway up to find length, so hands on the thigh. And exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale as you reach up, both arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Namaste, mountain pose. You can shake up the legs, shake up the arms, and let's go again to the left. Are you ready? As you inhale, chair pose, bending the two knees and reaching both arms up. Good, so squeezing here, sitting nice and low. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melting a little bit more. Good, final deep breath. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, twisting to the left, so the right elbow comes on the knee, finding a twisted chair, pressing the two palms together. Option to deepen the twist by opening up the two hands, stacked side by side. Keep on sitting nice and low. And then bringing the two hands together again. Inhale, back to the chair, reaching up as high as you can. And exhale, folding forward, Padahastasana. Good. Another deep breath to reset. And as you inhale, warrior one, bend the two knees, left leg, step on the back. You can drop here the back heel. Make sure that the front leg is 90 degrees. And inhale as you lift up the chest. Exhale as you melt down. So make sure not to arch the back, but rather keeping the chest rather vertical. Keep on breathing, finding a nice and powerful warrior one. Final deep breath. And inhale, slowly straighten the front legs. And again, you can use the hand on the hip, maybe closing up a little bit more the legs to have the hips facing forward, same way as the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, let's start folding into a pyramid pose for a deeper stretch here to the back of the front leg. Inhale, find length. And exhale, continue to slowly drop down. You can stay here. Maybe you can relax the hands on the shin bone, on the thigh. Maybe if you want to take a step further, left hand comes on the right side of the foot. And as you inhale, open up the right arm up, finding a Revolve Tricondasana. So this pose involves a twist, a stretch, and a little bit of a balancing. Nice, make sure to send the right hip to the back. Whoop, finding the balance. Good, keep on breathing. And exhale, slowly release. You can bring both hands on the mat and then lift up the chest, reaching both arms up. Exhale back to warrior one, bending into the front leg. Nice and powerful warrior one. Now let's interlock the finger on the back to roll the shoulder blade inward. Ready? Inhale, lift up the chest. And as you exhale, humble warrior, start leaning forward like someone's pulling you from the crown until you can even drop the chest and the head inside of the leg. Good. And as the chest comes down, the two fists are actually pulling up for a deeper stretch to the shoulder. Nice. Keep on breathing, holding it here. Shouldn't be too hard if you have the front knee right above the ankle. Should be good on the quad. Keep on breathing. Don't forget this ocean breath. Really powerful here. So keeping here the humble warrior. Exhale, just the left hand comes on the mat. Inhale, open up the right arm up. You can lift up here the back heel, finding a twist. Good, breathe again. And exhale, slowly release. Final Vinyasa. You guys ready? On the next inhale, step back to your high plank. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift up the chest, upward or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, everyone here, you can drop the two knees on the mat and exhale into a child pose. So here you're sitting just on the back of the heels, maybe resting the head on the mat, maybe the forehead. Reconnect again with your breath, noticing how this really short practice already makes your heart pumping, maybe your body temperature rising. Just enjoying any energy flowing up and down. Good. And on the next inhale, I meet you again to the downward facing dog. Alright, so here you're at. This time you're gonna drop the right knee into the middle here of the mat. Alright, I'm gonna go step by step. Here the right foot actually turns to the left side. So you're touching here the left side, I hope you can see. And then the back knee comes really by the side of the first knee. So the left foot comes to the right side. So you're gonna have a shoelace, right? And then slowly you're gonna sit on the back. And we're finding here a co-face pose, Gomudyasana. So here we have the two knees aligned. They don't have to touch. You can have quite a lot of space as long as they are pretty aligned. Good, make sure to ground the sitting bones. It's okay if the right sitting bones is slightly more up. Nice, from here. And as you inhale, left arm up, bending the elbows, touching into the middle here of the shoulder blade. And then the right arm comes under. Maybe you can touch the two fingertips, maybe not. It doesn't matter, as long as you make sure as you inhale to press both elbows out. Now this feels amazing into the hips. Inhale again. And as you exhale, you can slightly, very gently lean forward a little bit. Nice, don't push too much. Same again, never overstretch. Simply do your own level. Good. And inhale, slowly coming up. You can release gently both arms. Nice. And then planting again the two hands on the mat. And let's press back into a downward facing dog. Shake it out, the two legs. We're gonna go to the other side. Ready? Inhale, left knee comes into the middle here of the mat. And the left foot comes here to the right side. All right? So here the back knee can come right behind the first knee. Right foot comes on the left, and then slowly sitting back, finding another co-face pose. Let me come back more to the middle, flexing both feet. Same again, it's completely fine if you have space here, as long as both knees are right in front of the other one. Ready? Inhale, right arm up, bending the elbow, touching into the middle here of the back, and then the left arm comes under, bending the elbow, maybe touching the fingertips, maybe not. Same again, let's do it with our breath. Inhale as you pull the elbows out, really lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, very gently start leaning forward. Nice, full Gomudyasana, co-face pose. Nice, final deep stretch on the hip. Keep on breathing. And as you inhale, slowly coming up, you can gently release both arms. And finally, releasing completely the legs in front of you. You can shake it out. And finding again another comfortable seat. You can maybe come to the same pose as we did at the beginning, maybe the usual cross-legged one. And I want you to bring both hands to the heart space. Completely relax the shoulder and your face muscle. And I invite you to close your eyes for a moment, bringing all your awareness to your spine, to your posture. How does it feel? And how do you feel after this practice? Let's take another deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly bow down your head. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. That was day 6 of the yoga challenge on twist and stretch. Hope you feel good. It's always a pleasure to share this practice with you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for the one that comes after. Thank you for all your really nice comments. It's always so nice to have you here. Big bisou for you. Thank you very much for joining, and I wish you a pleasant night. See you tomorrow. Bye.